Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So before I head up to the academy and teach and train today, I wanted to get this little message out to you. Some more goodies that I heard that I think everyone can benefit from. So I'm listening to some more Bedros Keuilian. If you guys don't know who he is, check him out. Again, he's not for everyone. Just some of his things he says I like, they're real. I relate to him. Some people might take it the wrong way, whatever, get offended by it, but it is what it is, right? So anyways, circumstance does not change your responsibility, all right? Circumstance does not change your responsibility. And what he was saying with this was, he was sharing a story where one of his previous jobs that he had, he was late for work, like 10 minutes. And as soon as he walked in, he went to explaining to his supervisor, boss, whatever, how he had car problems, car wouldn't start, traffic, whatever. And his supervisor, boss, put his hand out in front of his face and was like, circumstance doesn't change responsibility. Like, he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear the excuses. Everyone has them. It doesn't change what your responsibilities are. You're supposed to show up on time. You've got a job to do. Everyone's responsible for their own, things that they got to take care of. So you got to take care of them. His boss didn't want to hear it. And so I think everyone, like I said, can benefit from that because we all have stuff that goes wrong. Everyone has something that does not go right? That just drops out of the air. Life just throws you a curveball, throws you I think everyone can relate to like a car issue of some sort or just whatever. That just totally messes up the plans. Like, everything's going good. Life is on a nice smooth path, and then boom, you get hit upside the head with just some madness, just whatever the case may be. And it just messes things up for you. But it doesn't change the fact that you still have a job to do, a job to report to on time, a job that you have to do to the best of your abilities. Just whatever the responsibilities that you have, things just still have to get done. Does not matter, one of the biggest things for me that was like kind of hard to have come to grips with was like deaths in the family, or like I'm a big animal person. Like, I love dogs, right? So I've had a lot of dogs. I've had 7. I'm down to 2, so I've lost 5. Those things, that's hard to deal with because you're used to seeing, them every single day, and they depend on you, and you have to take care of them in a certain kind of way. So once they start slowly going little by little, that death doesn't change anything. I've had grandparents pass away. I've had friends pass away. You name it, aunts, whatever, pass away. And the world does not stop. Like, the world does not pause because you're hurting, because you're crying inside, and you're dealing with all the things that you're dealing with. It still turns on its axis. Everything has to keep running like it's supposed to run. And unfortunately, you want the world to stop just for you because you're feeling the pain that you're feeling, or you're dealing with the situation that you're dealing with, but it does not work that way. That's life. And after a while, I've just learned to just deal with it a lot better. Like, yeah, this sucks, but I have to still get up and do my daily routine. Nothing changes. The responsibilities are still there. If I don't take care of the responsibilities, I start to fall behind. Things start to go backwards. Things start to get even worse. So regardless of how I feel and what circumstance I'm dealing with, I have to deal with it, and I have to keep moving. I got to keep things running like they're supposed to run because I have responsibilities to do. So I'll give you guys another example. Got 4 friends that recently moved down here, got a lease together, just renewed the lease, for another year. And for whatever reason, one individual wasn't happy with being down here, so they decided to go back to where they are originally from, and left the other 3 guys just kind of not really hanging in a sense, but it changes the situation because that individual is no longer here. The individual said they're still going to take care of the rent, even though they're not living there, because that would just be wrong, right? That'd just be foul. So they're like, I'll still pay the rent. I'll still take care of the things I need to take care of because I agreed to that. But the situation changes, the circumstance changed. Like the individual is no longer here, but those three individuals that are still here still have a job to do. They still have responsibilities to take care of. It doesn't change anything. The things still have to be done the way they have to be done. Yeah, it sucks. Like your best friend, someone you grew up with is no longer in the equation, and now you have to live and work without them being there after you just thought they were going to be there for another year with you. And they decided to make a dramatic change and take a different route and do something else. It doesn't change anything. It changes the situation with how you're going to live, but it doesn't change the situation like how you're supposed to get up and do your job every day and the things that you got to take care of. So when I heard this message yesterday, and then that situation that happened with these four friends happened like later on in the evening. So just kind of fitting, like when you go through things or you're dealing with things and you're listening to the right stuff, some of these messages just hit home right on time, right when you're going through it, you know. So like I said, I start my day with a lot of investing, money type podcasts, motivational type stuff as I'm walking my dogs in the morning. I just got done working out, and then I'm listening to this kind of stuff. And so all this stuff just kind of just comes together, floats around. I grab a hold of it, share it with you guys. Sometimes it might hit right at home with you, and then sometimes it won't. You know, like I know for me, with my first, actually my second jiu-jitsu coach, my first one down here in Texas, he always had a message of the week. Okay, every time I would walk in, I think I shared this in other episodes or whatever, but he always had a new message of the week. When you opened up the door, it was like right in front of you, so you couldn't miss it. And so at that time, like a lot of those times when I walked in the doors, it didn't really hit me on what the message was. I read it, skimmed through it like real quick, and then I was like, all I cared about was training. I just wanted to train jiu-jitsu. Like I didn't really care about like the message of the week. And then one day I was going through, or week, I was going through whatever I was going through, wasn't really good. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the message that he had on the board related to what I was going through. And it was a positive message, of course, you know. And so it really hit home for me and made me like think twice. And that was the seed for like these episodes, these messages, you know, these I really got into the affirmations and the positive. You know, some people out there, you know, your influencers or whatever, like motivation's crap. No, it's not. Like I totally believe like you got to have like positive motivational stuff around you. It's the discipline that obviously keeps things in check, in motion, and like they're supposed to be. Like your discipline is what gets you going through every single day. But there's days where you don't feel disciplined. You don't feel like doing things, and you need to see and hear things or read things to keep you on, to help you stay on track. So yeah, it does help. So those things help. So that's why, you know, I share these things that I share, because for some people out there watching, listening, you might just like, well, it don't really pertain to me right now. But for someone out there, it might. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, it might suck, but it does not give you a pass or an excuse or a way out or a cop out to not do the things that you're supposed to be doing. You have a responsibility to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to your employer, to your wherever, your teammates, jiu-jitsu teammates, whatever, whatever atmosphere you're in, you have a responsibility to take care of the things that you're supposed to take care of. And unfortunately, the world doesn't stop because you're in pain, you're hurting, you're crying, you're dealing with crappy things. Doesn't matter. Things still have to get done. Things still have to get taken care of. So just keep that in mind. It's a great message. It's a great way to just kind of keep you focused, keep you checked. Like, circumstances don't change responsibility. Okay, good stuff. All right, guys, got to go. Catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.